my cup runneth over and we gotta get home soon. We're living in dangerous times, you guys. Hello friends, and welcome to another video. This week, I'm coming back at you with another period video. That's right, the period videos are back. We missed last month because I tried something for a couple of days and it didn't really work out for me. And then there was also this added part where it wasn't really FDA approved. In fact, it was like FDA like not approved. And then I was like, maybe we should just scrap it. This week, we're going to be taking on the Diva Cup. I've heard a lot about the Diva Cup. I in fact have made other people try it for a video before, but I've never gotten to try this or any other menstrual cup myself, so we're gonna dive right in. So a Diva Cup is basically like a silicone cup that you fold up, shove up, and then it will catch the blood, it'll catch the fall, and then once it's filled up, you take it out, dump it out, rinse it out, and you can use it again. You can leave it up in there for 12 hours. It's like more eco-friendly. As a tampon girl, I'm pretty excited about the idea of a different kind of period product that's also internal. I really liked certain aspects of the period panty that I tried a couple months ago, but the worst part by far was the squish, like the feeling of the drop. And so anything that can catch the blood before that happens, I'm interested to try. Once again, it is day 1 of my period, and you guys might know that my period is 7 days long. So tonight's test will be sleeping in it and seeing if there were any leaks. And then tomorrow is day 2, of course, so that'll be an exciting day. Day 2 is always abundant. I'm excited to see if the Diva Cup and I can become friends this week. So I'm gonna take my Diva Cup out of its box, and we're gonna get more involved in a different type of box. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say my box, but... So I have my little Diva Cup here. It's pretty squishy. It's not too big. It looked bigger in the box for some reason. It's got the Diva Cup engraved right here, and then it has like little sort of measuring lines to see how many ounces of blood you've produced. So from the box, it says there are 2 different types of ways to fold this. The first one is like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, where it's like you fold the front and then you kind of close, and then the second one is like you fully taco it. The full taco seems like the one that makes the most sense to me, so we're gonna hold it like that. The instructions say to wash this and wash your hands, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna head right into it. Wish me luck. I'm gonna put you right here. Step 1 is relax. Step 2 is fold. Oh man, okay. And then step 3 is like the negotiation. Man, this is not easy. What? Oh. Okay, I think that it unfurled. Wow, this is a pretty hands-on project. Now what happens? Step 4, or whatever step we're on, is rotate. Uh-oh, can I find it? Where is it? Okay, there it is. How on earth? Okay, I don't know that I can rotate this. Let me read that again. I don't know about rotation. Okay. Okay, I think I'm done. Actually, that didn't take as long as I would think. Probably only took, let me see how long I've been recording. About 3 minutes. All right, so that wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I can definitely tell where it is, kind of, but it doesn't feel too uncomfortable. But I'm kind of like moving around, gyrating, trying to let it settle in. I actually feel pretty secure, so, well, actually, I have no idea. I don't know, I just said that. I'm setting the towel down because I'm a little bit nervous. I'm just playing it safe. Good night, and good luck to me. Okay, well, it looks like it's all clear on my end. The morning of day 2, I was pretty groggy, so what I was saying in my vlogs was pretty incoherent. It does feel not super dry. It definitely feels a little bit like moisture down there. What I meant was that there weren't any leaks on the towel overnight, but when I woke up, I did feel like not completely dry downstairs. I'm also having the weirdest sensation of little bubbles. I don't really know how else to say that, but just like little bubbles. And then when I stood up and started walking around, I actually felt a couple of air bubbles kind of escape from the cup. Okay, I'm gonna hop in the shower, wake myself up. I'm up and at 'em. Everything's sort of where it's supposed to be now after about 15 to 20 minutes of wrestling with the cup. So I tried to take the Diva Cup out in the shower because I heard that if you can change it in and out in the shower, it's pretty ideal. And I Captain Morgan'd it, and then I tried to grab it by the little stem. I could find the stem, but I could not get it out standing up. at all. So then I went to take it out over the toilet. Taking it out was definitely an ordeal. It's difficult to really get a good grip on that nub. And once you do have a good grip on it, you have to take it out all the way in like one motion. Because if you let go of the nub to like take a rest, it'll just scoot back on up there. It'll just be like, roll. It kind of takes a decent amount of hand strength, to be honest. But actually getting it back in wasn't too bad. It's supposed to be fine for 12 hours. So after all the time it took this morning, you do get a good payoff of like, oh, you don't really have to do it again for a while. So once everything was stowed away, I had a pretty uneventful day. Like I was doing some editing, I ran a few errands, I just kind of forgot about it and I didn't really feel anything. I didn't really like have any concerns until a full 12 hours later when I felt the air bubbles return. Okay, you guys, it's 10:30 at night. I think earlier I said that there was like bubbles happening and some just kind of emerged. And I think that means that it's starting to leak. I think that means that I'm losing suction. Okay, I'm home now. So nothing terrible happened. It definitely leaked though. Like after the bubbling, like I kind of felt the squelch. It's not like really running, but it's definitely time to change it out. I was impressed by the longevity of the coverage though today. Like there was a lot of time today when I was flying high and like not really worrying about my period. So that's pretty cool. I slept in a little bit, but still didn't leak, so that's awesome. Left the towel down last night again, just in case, but we are all clear, all quiet on the downstairs front. So I actually managed to take it out without dumping it out immediately. So I saw like it filled. The cup doesn't absorb your blood, it just catches it. So you do get to get a good look at it, which is kind of a weird experience. But it was still disconcerting to see. It was just like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna work out with my Diva Cup. We are gonna go on a hike right now. We're gonna see, I don't know, if anything weird happens, if it shifts around during flight. Yeah, the box says ultimate freedom. Enjoy all daily activities, yoga, swimming, camping, dancing, even extreme sports and more. Okay, so hiking should be fine. So while I was hiking, things were going pretty well. Going up was great, and then coming back down there was just like 2 times where I was just like, oh.
It was a little extra gravity.
Like the bubble, like almost the air pressure changed. A couple of air bubbles escaped again. I think on day 2, the air bubbles escaping kind of meant that the cup was filled up, but on day 3, it felt more like things were just jostling around. I think this could also just be like growing pains, like I'm getting used to the cup's getting used to me. I would say like exercising, like 9 out of 10. Cool. Obviously we didn't run, but we were like hiking, you know, we were like. So in between uses of the Diva Cup, you are supposed to remove it and wash it with mild soap, and then you can pretty much just reuse it right then and there. But it does say that you can boil it as needed. Tyler, will you do the honors of holding this camera while this process happens? Just let it happen. As needed, it may be boiled for 5 to 10 minutes in an open pot with plenty of water.
Why is it as needed right now?
I don't know. Do not leave boiling pot unattended. If you accidentally burn your cup may be ruined. I'm nervous. Okay. Can you see it?
Hello, Diva Cup. Are you in there?
All right, 5 minutes. Let's do 5 minutes just to be on the safe side. Because once it's being boiled, it's like goodbye germs, you know? Okay, I'm turning it off. All right.
It's not melted.
No, it looks okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let it cool down and then we're gonna get back to business. I feel good actually. I'm actually really glad that we did that because it was a little weird to me that you could just like, oh, rinse it out with a little bit of soap and just pop it right back in. Like I was like wanting to clean it more. So this makes me feel good.
I can't sing a thong song about it. That's the only thing I don't like about this thing.
So day 5 rolls around and something that I've always wondered, and I've heard other people express this concern too, is if you were ever upside down with the Diva Cup, would the blood just trickle back up? So I decided to, you know, do a little upside down action and see if I could feel anything happening. All right, I'm not gonna do a handstand because I can't do one, but I can probably do a forearm stand. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Upside down. I don't feel anything happening except bring my upper body and my core.
Alright, do you feel anything?
No.
Feeling anything now?
The thing is, you can't really feel it dropping into the cup, so maybe it was trickling back up, but I don't think you'd be able to feel it.
I think it's fine, honestly, you guys. I think this part is fine.
One of the advantages of the Diva Cup for me was that you could leave it in for 12 hours. I kind of got away with not changing it outside of my house for the whole week up until day 6. I wanted to try and change my Diva Cup in a different environment, like not just at my house, but all day I've been looking in the bathrooms in places I've been, and none of them were single stall bathrooms. They're all like multiple stall bathrooms. There's a little bit of a trip you have to do between the toilet and the sink and then back to the toilet, and I don't really feel like comfortable doing it in a multiple stall bathroom. I'm just gonna wait till I get home. The idea of having to change it in public without access to a single stall bathroom just makes me nervous. You could probably do it if you were super sneaky, but I would be like, me. Yeah. So it's day 7, and days 6 and 7 for me are really just like spotting and light flow days. And so when I took my Diva Cup out this morning, there wasn't really much to speak of in there. So I decided to go without the cup today. I think on earlier days of your period when the Diva Cup can really soar, it made sense to use it. But then on later flow days, when you're really just spotting or not bleeding very much, going through the drama of putting it in and taking it out doesn't really make sense to me. And I decided to wear my Thinx period thong from last time I did a period video. You know, like you can just sort of throw on the period thong, catch whatever's left, and not have to worry about like messing around. Overall, I did like the Diva Cup. I do think the Diva Cup and I became friends over the course of this week. My favorite part by far is when it's doing its thing. Like when it's already up there and you can just leave it up there for 12 hours. Like I kind of forgot about it for a while and I wasn't really worrying about it because you can leave it up there for longer. So there was a peace of mind element to this. I wouldn't really blame the leaking incident on the cup. I think the cup was literally like, hey, I last for 12 hours. And then 12 hours later, it was like, 12 hours, and I was like, noted. I'm pretty sure that period odors appear when your period blood hits the air, so you don't smell anything unless you leak. I also thought that it was pretty easy to clean, pretty easy to boil. I've boiled it twice at this point, and like, seems pretty much the same. You just gotta watch it and make sure you don't actually just burn it to a crisp. My only issue with it is just like the learning curve and also just like the drama surrounding putting it in and taking it out. It's still a little difficult for me. I actually do think I would use it again, like I'm pretty down for it. I'll just have to practice. It's not that easy, but once it's there, then life is easy. Until you gotta take it out again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have tried the Diva Cup or another menstrual cup, or want to just talk about the Diva Cup, let me know in the comments below. If you like that video, make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. And if you've already smashed that subscribe button, make sure to smash that little bell icon to turn on post notifications so you get a notification every time that I post. Here are my social media handles, and make sure to check out my next beat. I do a lot of daily vlogging and Q&As on there. Shout out to Shannon for watching. Thanks for watching, Shannon. Oh, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. And I will see you guys next time.